just going to apply my base really quick, and I'm going to fast forward through this because you guys already see this in my last video. Concealer on my eyelids because I'm going to put an eyeshadow base on there. And before I do my eyebrows, I am going to do a little cream contour. Today I am going to just take this Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Cafe, and I'm going to put it on this little Morphe Y10 brush. It's much easier to apply a contour stick or contour anything color on your brush before your face because it blends a lot easier. So I'm just going to do this in the areas like you would do a regular contour. So you're going to put it under your cheekbones. You could feel to see where your cheekbone is, and you just want to put it right under that. Now lightly just stipple it in, because if you rub, you will mess up your foundation. See, just ever so slightly. If you want to make it darker, just add more. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. It's okay if you bring it a little bit too high, but if you bring it a little lower, then you're going to mess it up. So you're better off being too high than too low. I'm bringing it onto my forehead because I like to contour my forehead. Make sure you get it in your hairline. And I'm going to do just a little bit on my nose. I don't go crazy with my nose contour. I just feel like you could really tell. And I'm getting the contour everywhere right now, but that's okay. I could fix it with concealer. I feel like it's easier to do it this way than to do it with like a small brush and try to be super precise. So I'm just going to take my beauty blender that I used for my concealer, and I'm just going to fix all of that I just did, and I'll use the other side that I did my foundation with to blend it all out. Go over these areas, make sure they're all nice and blended. Okay, so now I'm going to fast forward again. I'm just going to put my eyeshadow base on, powder my face, and do my eyebrows. This Norvina palette by Anastasia. It just screamed like Thanksgiving fall colors to me. So I'm going to go, first I'm going to go in with my Morphe, clean this shirt off, Morphe R37 big fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to take this shade Base, and I'm just going to put that, it's just like a cream matte color, I'm just going to put that all over my lid first. Always set your eyeshadow base no matter what. And then I'm going to go into this brown shade called Incense and just blend that into my crease. I start with the outer corner And then I bring it up into the crease, doing windshield wiper motions, swirl it all around, go back in for a little more, and just keep building it up until it looks like what you want it to. Normally I do both eyes at the same time, so I'll go in with one color on this eye and then do it on this eye, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to do one eye and then I'm going to do the other one off camera. This way it's not 45 minutes long. Okay, then I'm going to take this Morphe M443 brush. It's a little shorter, still natural hair brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Volatile, this dark brown color. And then I'm also going to put that, always tap off your brush after to get the excess powder off. I'm going to put that in the outer corner, but I'm not going to bring it up that high. And just wiggle it back and forth. You want to keep it lower than the other shade that you just used. And then like once most of the powder, the product is off of the brush, then you could blend it around a little bit more. And then this is going to be like a super easy makeup look. I'm going to take my MAC 242. This is like a synthetic brush, flat brush, and I'm going to go back into this base shade. And I'm just going to put that in the inner corner of my lid. You could use a shimmer if you want. I just personally wanted to keep this look all matte. Hope you guys can see that. Now I'm going to go back in with that dark brown again. Just do a little bit more. And again, I'm actually going to go into this more orangey shade called Eccentric. And on that big fluffy blending brush that we used first. And just go over everything, just to warm it up a little bit. A little bit more. And then back in with that base color. And then one more time with the dark brown. And with the big blending brush one more time. Eyeshadow takes patience and a lot of blending. I feel like this base shade is like a satin matte. It's like not a flat matte. See, I'm just alternating through all the brushes and colors. Well, I'm not putting any more color eyeshadow on the brushes. I'm just trying to get it all blended nicely to look the way. So next, you could use liquid liner if you want to, but I wanted to keep this less dramatic and intense, just for Thanksgiving with your family. Might not even be with family this year. Oh shoot, there's not a black color in this palette. I'm going to grab my Sultry palette, and I'm just going to grab the black shade Noir that's in this palette, and I am going to, oh, this is an angle brush, sorry, Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH49. I believe it's supposed to be an eyebrow brush, but I like to use it for eyeliner or eyeshadow eyeliner looks because the brush is super stiff. And I'm just gonna do like a very subtle wing. I don't want it to be super black and pigmented, so that's why I used an eyeshadow instead of an eyeliner. But you could use whatever you prefer. And that's what it looks like. Okay, add a little bit more if you want it to be a little more pigmented. I just wanted like a super like smoky but not too dark wing. And that's that. I'm just gonna do my other eye really quick off camera, or I'll just fast forward it and then I will be back. Into that black color that I was using, and I'm going to put it underneath my lower lash line, like 3/4 of the way, not going all the way into the inner corner. Same thing on this side. If you want it to be a little more darker and smoky, you can go all the way in, totally up to you. And I'm going to take the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH52 little pencil brush, and I'm going to go back into those two shades that I used earlier, Incense and Eccentric. Tap it off, and I'm just going to blend out the lower lash line. I cannot keep my mouth shut when I do this part. Sometimes my eyes here. Smudging that back and forth. Okay, so once that's all nice and blended, just pick up my mirror and make sure looks decent. Can't really tell when you're looking down. Just want to kind of almost connect that with the outer wing. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my face palette just like I did in the last video. I'm just going to fast forward. I am going to use this Becca Wild Honey blush. Okay, I'm going to go back up the bronzer and contour areas. Going to take the Jaclyn face powder. This is her Jaclyn Cosemtics. It's the luminous powder in the shade Carrots. It's the gold one. Now this you could put all over your face. It's not a blinding highlighter. It just gives you that really pretty subtle glow. If you want to make it a little more blinding, she also has this loose highlighter powder, which is amazing. And this is the one in the shade Balm. And I'm going to take that with the Jaclyn Cosemtics J02 brush. A little more precise because this is insane. I'm just going to pop that at the top of my cheekbones. Like the littlest bit. Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to take a little bit on my pinky for a nose highlight. I'm going to go back in with this other highlighting brush that I used with the other highlighting powder, the JH14. I'm just going to try to blend that out. I'm also going to go back in with my blush brush and blend that also. I just want everything to look super seamless. So now that most of my face powders are done, I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I'm going to take my Royal Lash Mascara and do a quick coat on my lashes. So now that I have my mascara on, I am going to take my falsies, the Ardell Demi Wispies, Studio Effects, same ones as last time. But these ones are from Target, and I swear the ones from Target look way more dramatic than anywhere else, which I love. Just going to fast forward through this. If you guys want to see how I put on my false lashes, you can look at my everyday makeup routine. My camera just keeps stopping recording on me, so I put on my lashes. I just touched up the glue with some more black eyeshadow. And I'm going to go in with this NARS eyeliner in Larger Than Life. It's like a nude color. I'm going to take this color Pearl in the Sultry palette, and I'm just going to pop that on the inner corner of my eyes. I love a little inner corner highlight. And just a little tiny bit on the brow bone. It really gives your brows a lift. And just grab your blending brush again. Just gonna take any blending brush and just make sure it's blended out. And I'm actually going to touch up my brows really quick. I feel like with all the powders and everything, they got a little faded out. So that's that. And lastly is lips. I'm going to take this Too Faced Melted Matte, my favorite brand of liquid lip, in the color Suck It. So my camera keeps shutting off on me. I just went ahead and fixed my hair and applied my liquid lip, and this is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, learned something. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Bye!